Pop Pop, the big pop boy.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Big Pop Boy, where in this video we are going to be having a look over modern sets from the last 3 to 4 years. We're going to be going through everything that's been coming out and seeing if there's anything that we can actually have a look at and say, this is going to be a really good idea for me to buy this now, and then it's going to move on in another 5 years time and hopefully be worth over €1,000 or even more. So let's have a look at some previous sets that we think can possibly make us rich in the future. Money, 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 money. That's right, guys. It's all about money, 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 money. And of course, the love of Pokemon, because there is no point in putting money into Pokemon and collecting Pokemon if you don't actually have a love for it. If you're just in it to make a quick buck or two, that's not actually going to work with Pokemon, because you really need to be in it for the long haul. You need to be giving yourself a minimum of 3 to 5 years holding something for it to go up quite a bit in value, and you're not going to hold something for that long if you're not actually interested in it and don't enjoy looking at it on your shelves and so on and going, oh yeah, that's in my collection, baby. So we're also going to be having a look back at some really old sets from like all the way back as far as 2010 and seeing like the prices that they're going for now, even though some of them are only 3 and 4 years older than some of the other sets I'm going to be talking about that are actually a fraction of the price. So hopefully we'll be able to see just where some of these sets are going to sit in the future. So first of all, what I would like to have a quick chat about is Sword and Shield, guys. Sword and Shield so far has been kind of like, it's been good, it's been bad. There's been some good sets, there's been some really terrible sets. There's been a little bit of in between. We haven't really had that much. So far we have had 4 sets from Sword and Shield so far. That is not including Champions Path. However, amazing Champions Path may be for some people. I'm not throwing it into the Sword and Shield set because it's kind of like, well, you know what? We'll consider it as a holiday set and we'll have a look at it as well, and if it's a good investment. But we'll go through things. Let's start straight up with Vivid Voltage, guys. Vivid Voltage is an absolutely brilliant set. It's got a really sweet Pikachu VMAX, the Rainbow Pikachu VMAX, of course. And it's got a regular Pikachu VMAX. It's got a beautiful Pikachu V. It's got some really nice cards, and not to mention some gold shiny cards as well. Like you've Oranguru in there and Galarian Obstagoon, 2 shiny gold cards, which I think are a great idea. So for me, this is a set that's really going to go up in value. It's still available in shops. You can go out and buy it right now for retail price. And is it a good idea to keep some sealed product away? Definitely. I definitely think Sword and Shield, or Vivid Voltage, Sword and Shield Vivid Voltage is going to be something that's going to be absolutely booming in price in the next 5 to 10 years. Why? Because of all those beautiful Pikachu cards. There's so many beautiful Pikachu cards. There's the nostalgia for anybody who's been collecting from the 90s to see a chunky Pikachu coming back out. So that is a big win, guys. And then let's move straight into the one that came out before that, and that is Champions Path. Was Champions Path a great set? No, not really. Yeah, it's kind of sad. We all hoped it'd be a great set. We heard about it coming out. We found out about the Charizards being in it. The hype was crazy. People were running around going mad. Everybody was buy, 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 buy. People were walking out of Walmarts and Smith toy stores with like 500 million boxes of Champions Path saying, I'm going to sell these all back for €200 in the space of 6 months. That has not happened. That is not going to happen. Unfortunately, Champions Path did really only have 2 absolutely banging chase cards in it, which are the Charizard and they are the other Charizard, obviously. What am I thinking? Why am I slowing down? Like, what's going on? So that's 2 Charizards, guys, and that's really it. Like, as much as I love a Charizard, like, who doesn't love a Charizard? Personally, he's kind of overhyped at the moment. Still a big fan of Charizard. So what is happening is everybody's going Charizard crazy at the moment. Every single collector everywhere is buying up these Charizards, getting them graded. There will be so many of these in rotation. Whereas usually you have with Pokemon cards, a kid comes along and they open their cards and they get, woo, I got this Charizard in a pack, and he plays with it and it gets wrecked, and that happens for about 30 to 40% of them or whatever. The rest get stashed away in people's collections, they don't get graded. But what's happened with Champions Path is basically everybody who's pulled Rainbow Rare VMAX Charizard or a shiny Charizard V has gone and got them graded. Like, everybody. There is PSA 9 and 10 Charizards of these cards popping up absolutely everywhere, and every grade in between. They're just going absolutely mad. So for that reason, and that reason alone, I don't see Champions Path as the best investment at the moment. We really thought it was going to be a lot better, but it has absolutely let down everybody all around. People are just disappointed with Champions Path. Collectors are disappointed because there's only the Charizard. Investors are disappointed because there's only the Charizard. So what's going to happen is people who are gone out and buying Champions Path boxes for €100 and €120 and stashing them away thinking that they're going to go up in value, they might go up a little bit, but overall I don't actually think they're going to go up much. So I don't really see people getting a big return on the investment of Champions Path. And that moves us on to another good set. That's right. The next set that we're going to talk about is Darkness Ablaze. And Darkness Ablaze is awesome. It's just a good set. It's an all-round good set. You've got a Charizard in there, absolutely fantastic. It's called Darkness Ablaze, so obviously you have a lot of dark Pokemon and a lot of fire Pokemon, right? I hope. Otherwise I'm sounding silly right now. But anyway, that is pretty cool, and you've got like some really cool cards in Darkness Ablaze as well. Some really nice full art trainer cards were in there, and it was just a good all-round collectible set. A lot of people looking for the Master Set, which is making a lot of the cards quite valuable. As well as that, you have so many playable cards in there, like Crobat V, for instance, guys. Crobat V was an incredibly playable card and such an expensive card. If you guys actually haven't already seen my list of most expensive cards from 2020, you guys want to go check that video out. You might be surprised at some of the cards that you're seeing on the list, just down to their playability at the moment. So that is absolutely booming. And as well as that, guys, make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel, guys, because you obviously want to be notified once the giveaway takes place, and drop a comment down below for your chance to be in our next giveaway for 4,000 subscribers. I'm not actually saying what I'm going to give for the giveaway, but I promise you guys, it's going to be a good giveaway. It's going to be more than an Elite Trainer box. So like somebody could win themselves one of these like beautiful Elite Trainer box. But I'm also going to add some other cool stuff to that giveaway. And I don't want to say what set it's going to be yet, because I want to leave it to whatever set is coming out around the time that the giveaway is done, so I'll be able to pick something up for that set. So whoever wins can get something from the latest modern set, and I'll be adding some cool stuff to it myself. So it'll be a pretty sweet giveaway. So make sure you guys are subscribed, like the video, comment down below to make sure that you are in this giveaway. And after Darkness Ablaze, oh yes, as well as that, guys, Darkness Ablaze is definitely a good investment. What's going to happen is the hype's going to die down from a lot of other things, and people are going to come after that VMAX Charizard, being the first VMAX Charizard that we got in an English set. So people are going to go absolutely hunting for this in a little while. It might be slowly taking off now, but I see Darkness Ablaze booster boxes being upwards of €300-400 as soon as they stop printing, guys. So it's definitely going to be a absolutely fantastic investment. I think so. I hope I'm right. Now, let's move on to our next set. Rebel Clash. Rebel Clash sucked. Nobody liked Rebel Clash. I didn't like Rebel Clash. You most likely didn't like Rebel Clash. There's some people out there that will say, I loved Rebel Clash. You're weird. Simply, you're weird. It's just not a good set. There is some cool cards in there, okay? You have the Boss's Orders Full Art and Rainbow Rare cards, which I really like. I think they're quite cool. So yeah, Rebel Clash just isn't really a great set. It's not something that people are going to want to be investing in. Don't get me wrong, for the reason that a lot of people aren't saving it and locking it up, maybe for that reason it could become rarer in the future, but we're talking like 10 years down the line before I think people will see an even half decent increase on Rebel Clash. Like, don't get me wrong, you'll most likely get a booster box selling for 30 to 50 euro above retail within the space of 3 years. But when you're within the space of 3 to 5 years. But when you're holding something for 3 to 5 years, you really want to be making a little bit more profit than a measly 40, 50 euros. That's not really enough. You want to be turning your 120 euro into 350 euro or more. That is the plan for anybody who's holding for an investment for a few years down the line, guys. And there's nothing wrong with that. You might see a lot of people saying, oh, you're just buying bulk and hoarding it for a few years to make money. There is nothing wrong with that. Pokemon people have been doing that since the dawn of time. What's happening now is there's so many new people getting into Pokemon, and all the old school people who've been collecting for years, like myself, guys. I've never stopped collecting Pokemon since I was a baby. And a lot of people are just upset that there's new people coming in and buying more product than some of the people who've been in it years. But we all just need to learn to share and get along and love each other and cuddle each other and hug each other and be all like, oh yeah, I feel so good, right? Like a big... I'm not going to say what I was going to say. I was going to say something bad. But anyway, on to the next set. After that is Sword and Shield base set. Is Sword and Shield base set a good set? Yes, it is a good set. One, it's got the gold dogs in it, which is absolutely beautiful. Zamazenta and Zaxian. You've two absolutely beautiful gold cards for them in that set. That by itself makes it worth having. Okay? As well as that, there's a lot of other really good cards in there. There's some really playable cards in there. So overall, Sword and Shield base set, do I see it as a good investment? Yes, I definitely do. And you can still get it at retail price. Let me just... Right. I actually picked one of these up on the Facebook Marketplace for 35 euro, guys. 35 euro. That is 15 euro below retail value from someone who got it as a gift and didn't want it. And they obviously weren't really a Pokemon collector. But you're still able to find all this absolutely fabulous Sword and Shield products, and all still in retail. If you guys look around your local toy stores, you will find Sword and Shield base set Elite Trainer boxes. You might even find a nice booster box depending on what shops you have in your area. And any of the recent sets except for Rebel Clash, I would suggest picking up. That's Vivid Voltage, Champions Path, Darkness Ablaze, and Sword and Shield. I don't think Champions Path, guys, is going to be making the money that we've seen with Hidden Fates and even with Shining Legends. So if you guys are buying it thinking it's going to go down the same road, I don't think it's going to be as expensive as some of our previous holiday sets. But still worth the little investment. You would probably turn your 60 euro Elite Trainer box into 120 to 150 euro by next year. So that is still a good investment. Right, now let's move on to some Sun and Moon sets. We have got some cool Sun and Moon sets that are doing absolutely brilliant at the moment, making a lot of money, pulling in big bucks. Like, let's look and let's see what we can find that's actually still quite cheap, but we'll most likely be going for dollar bills, y'all, in the future. That's right. So first of all is Cosmic Eclipse, guys. I think Cosmic Eclipse is a great set. It's got a lot of cool cards in it that a lot of people are hunting. For me, it's a really nice set. And you can easily still find yourself a Cosmic Eclipse booster box for between 200. Like 200 would be a good price. If you're picking a Cosmic Eclipse booster box up for around 200, that's a good price. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, okay? That is a sweet price. And the most that I would pay would be in around 280. But that's like if I really wanted it. I'm suggesting that you guys don't pay more than 280. And when we look back to some sets from no more than 4 years before that, let's take EX Phantom Forces, for instance. You can pick a booster box of EX Phantom Forces up at the moment between 700 and 850. So look at that increase for just like an extra four years. That is absolutely beautiful, guys. That's a good big increase. And Phantom Forces wasn't exactly like the most amazing set in the world. But let's say we go back just a few months before Phantom Forces and we have EX Flashfire. A booster box worth of Pokemon cards for EX Flashfire is setting you back around 17 to 20 or to 2200. So you're looking at like €1,700 or €2,200 on the very high end. That's crazy, guys. That's absolutely crazy to think that just a couple of months in the difference. Obviously, XY Flashfire is a much more sought after set. But even to see Phantom Forces going for between 700 to 800 at the moment is absolutely brilliant, guys. And that is why I think investing in booster boxes is always such a good idea. Booster boxes, elite trainer boxes, anything along them lines is definitely a good investment. So you have Cosmic Eclipse, which can be picked up still relatively cheap. Like 200 to 280, that's absolutely a beautiful price. You can still find them in around 200. Sometimes you might get lucky and find one lower, but that's the average low price that I'm finding for them. Let's move on to something else. Hidden Fates. Hidden Fates, guys, is absolutely like everybody loves Hidden Fates. Everybody loves Hidden Fates. Like, you can't not love Hidden Fates. You've got two sets in it. You've got Hidden Fates itself, and then you have the Shiny Vault collection. The Shiny Vault collection throwing out some beautiful like Grokeys, Charmeleons, Charizards, like Scolipede. Just so many cool Pokemon in it. Like there really is, and they're deadly. You got Evolutions in there. Like you got everything. It's just such an amazing set, and soon we're gonna also have Shiny Vault, or not Shiny Vault. Why did I say that? Soon we're gonna have Shining Fates. I couldn't get the word out there. Soon we're gonna have Shining Fates as well, which is also gonna be an absolutely amazing set, guys. It's gonna be mind blowing. It's like, if you can find Hidden Fates, buy it. Like, it's worth buying. You can still find the tins in some stores if you're really lucky. You have to be like extra lucky to manage to walk into a store and actually still see some tins. But I seen some in a store no more than 4 weeks ago. And just coming up to the Christmas, they're probably all sold out now with the Christmas. But you'll get more coming onto the shelf from people that just have them in storage in their shops. And that happens quite regularly. Before the reprint of tins, I actually went into a Tesco's in Rathfarnham in Dublin. Right, most people aren't going to know where that is. But I went into a Tesco's and it was a friend actually told me to go check this Tesco's out that you seen Pokemon in it. Thank you, Ducky. But anyway, I went over to that Tesco's and lo and behold, there was some Charizard GX Hidden Fates tins. I was like, this is absolutely unbelievable, like mind-boggling. They've been sold out everywhere for months, and then all of a sudden there was these like tins sitting there. And then a couple of months after that, or a month or so after that, the reprints came out and they were everywhere again. Like, it can happen, so don't give up looking. And Hidden Fates is so expensive. The tins you can still find for retail at the moment, you might end up paying between 40 to 60, depending if you want Gyarados, Raichu, or Charizard. So obviously Charizard's going to be more expensive. You're going to pay in around 60 for him. That's okay, I guess, because the Charizard card itself can sell 18 to 25 euro, which is sweet for one card. Then you have your 4 packs. Your packs are averaging about 15 euros a piece. So there you have your money back from the cards and the Charizard tin if you were to sell it all, or the Charizard card if you were to sell it all separate. So, or if you're me, you'll just open it. Yeah, so Hidden Fates Elite Trainer boxes, guys, are really, really, really freaking expensive. You're looking in between 200 to 300 euro at the moment for a Hidden Fates Elite Trainer box. But there's a reprint of the Elite Trainer boxes. I think they might have already released in America, but they will be coming to Europe soon in 2021. We will be seeing more Hidden Fates Elite Trainer boxes on shelves. So don't go mad spending overpriced now when they might take a big drop down. Once this like whole load of Elite Trainer boxes hits the market, we will definitely see a drop in price. May it only be for a month or two, it will still be a drop, and that will be your chance to jump on and buy your Hidden Fates while you can. So Hidden Fates, good investment, but in a little while. Let the prices go down a little first. After that, we have Unified Minds, guys. Unified Minds was kind of a underrated set in my own opinion. It wasn't doing as well as Unbroken Bonds and Team Up. Team Up obviously doing the best. But Unified Minds was still quite a good set. I had some absolutely beautiful tag team cards in there. I had some nice Mewtwo cards. It was a cool set. It really was. And I actually really, really liked it. And I think it's definitely one that would be a good investment, because you can currently buy it between, I'm seeing on the low end 230 euro and on the higher end 280 euro. So being in between that 50 euro margin is pretty good. Anywhere between 230 to 280. Good, solid investment. Out of print at the moment, so going to start moving up in value, right? Yeah, sweet. Definitely worth buying. After Unified Minds, we would also have Unbroken Bonds. Unbroken Bonds is an absolutely sweet set. Everybody knows the set. I don't have to say anything about it. Can currently find it between 250 euro a booster box on the low end to 330 euro on the high end. So obviously little bit of condition, whether there's damaging and all, will always come into the pricing of your booster boxes. Anyway guys, that is Unbroken Bonds, and you can make yourself a good bit of cash again by holding that for another 3 to 4 years. For the between 250 to 330 that you're going to put in now, I see you being able to easily make at least 150 euro on that in the space of 2 to 3 years. So that is pretty sweet. And then we have Team Up. Team Up is going to be one of those sets that we're going to see selling for around 1500 in the space of another 5 to 6 years. Why? Because it's fantastic. It's a great set. You've some absolutely brilliant OG Pokemon in that set. In some absolutely fantastic Team Up cards. It's just, ooh. And personally, one of the best artworks as well out of any of the Team Up card sets. So it's just absolutely beautiful. Any of the tag team cards, the beautiful tag team GXs, I personally think Team Up had the nicest sets from, or the nicest artwork from any of the sets. So it's kind of a bit more expensive at the moment. You're looking in around 300 on the low end to all the way up to in around 380 being the higher end. Okay, I know it's quite expensive, but it will definitely be worth a lot more in the future. Well, maybe not definitely, nothing's guaranteed, but there's no reason why it shouldn't be. It's definitely the kind of set that people are going to want to get their hands on. Sorry, I got notes and notes and notes, and they go on forever, and it's so hard for me to read it all because I'm not really a ready kind of person. I like books that have pictures in them, okay? Me and my son, and my son's only a baby, but me and my son absolutely get on fantastic reading together. It's brilliant. Anyway, let's continue on to some other cool sets, okay? This is where things start to get a little bit cheap again, okay? So you guys can actually really jump on some stuff from here, really cheap, and it's going to go up in value, but it's not going to be hitting like the 1,500 mark in 5 years or anything like that. But you could easily hit the 500-600 euro mark in the space of 5 years. So you'll see, it's worth the investment anyway. The first one, or well, it's not really the first one because we've been talking about loads, but this is just the cheaper ones. Lost Thunder. Lost Thunder is that little bit older now, okay? We're getting into like 2018 territory, right? Almost, anyway. Lost Thunder is absolutely pretty cool. I think Lost Thunder might have actually been the first set of 2019. Well, I can't remember anyway. But yeah, Lost Thunder is a pretty cool set, okay? It doesn't really have too much cool Pokemon in it, but it's got really good artwork. It's got some beautiful full arts in there. Lost Thunder is doing absolutely great for itself. Some cards are actually quite expensive in Lost Thunder as well, which is why I can't really understand why you can pick a booster box up for only 180 euro. That's right, guys. Only 180 euro. You can still find a booster box from Lost Thunder, which is an absolute solid investment at the moment. Keeping in mind that you could also, on the high end, pay up as far as 240. So you're looking in between the 180 to 240 on the high end. You can still get it for 180. So if you guys look around, you will find Lost Thunder booster boxes for in around 180. And Lost Thunder is a good set to invest in, guys. It's going to go up a bit in value, but at the same time, not as much as some of the other sets. But because it's cheap, you can put your money into it knowing that it can't really get much cheaper, you know? So it's kind of like a more secure investment that you know isn't going to drop down from the price that it's at, right? Yeah, I think so anyway. As well as that, another one that I think is well worth investing in, and I have it right here, Dragon's Majesty, okay? Dragon Majesty is a great set, an underlooked set at the moment, but give it a little while, and what's going to happen, guys, is people are going to go, oh no, I should have bought loads of Dragon Majesty, and now it's shooting up in value, because that's what's after happening with Shining Fate, or Shining Legends, which is also here, yeah. So I keep some of my favorite sets up here, guys, okay? But anyway, yeah, it's just me. I know Guardians Rising, a lot of people don't like it. I think it's a great set, but you know, we're all different, right? So, let's continue away and talk about Dragon Majesty. Dragon Majesty is just fantastic. It's beautiful, it's got great cards, it's all about dragons, what's not to love, right? But you can still pick an Elite Trainer box up at the moment for in around 140 euro. 140 euro is actually a good price. It doesn't sound like a good price for an Elite Trainer box because it's like, well, that's over double the price of what it was retail. But that's still a good price because it is a holiday set and it is going to continue to go up in value. So you might be another 2-3 years down the line and realize that the Elite Trainer boxes from Dragon's Majesty are actually selling for in around 350. Yeah, definitely going to be happening because they're not reprinting it. You're not seeing any more of them. They're not coming back. Not like Hidden Fates, which was reprinted and reprinted and reprinted. What's around for Dragon's Majesty? Or why do I keep saying dragons? There's no dragons. There's no S. Look, it's just Dragon Majesty, but I keep saying dragons. But anyway, sorry, just me being silly again, guys. So for Dragon Majesty, it's like it's cool, you know, but at the same time, it's gonna make you money. It's gonna make you definite money. So it's another one that you can invest in that's just gonna continue to go up. As I was saying, it's not going to be reprinted and reprinted. So what's out there is out there, and that is absolutely fabulous, guys. And that's how you know there's definitely going to be some money to make. After that, we have Celestial Storm. I think that's up here as well. Yeah, it is. Another one that I love. So yeah, after that we have Celestial Storm. Celestial Storm is a bit more of an expensive set, where a booster box is coming in on the low end at around €240 and on the high end of around €310. Still not too bad for a set that came out in, I think, 2018. Yeah, I think, oh no, I can't see a date on that. Maybe 2018-ish. Yeah. So Celestial Storm is a great set, and it is going up a lot in value. You got some beautiful cards in there. There's some gorgeous Rayquaza cards in there. And a lot of people are big fans of Rayquaza. Yes, this I know. And guys, it's already at €240, and it's just going to continue to go up. Another set from Sun and Moon that people have undervalued at the moment, Forbidden Light. Forbidden Light is not the best set in the world, okay? Why do I have it up there? Because I wanted a yellow box up there, okay? Actually, do I have any other yellow boxes? Maybe I could swap it out for something else. The only other yellow box that I have is a Rebel Clash, and I'm not swapping it for that. But anyway, alright. Forbidden Light is not the best set in the world, but what is good about Forbidden Light is you can still find booster boxes for in around €150 to €220 on the high end, which is great. Once again, is another set that you guys can go and buy for a low price, and you know you're not going to have much possibility of losing money on it. So it's just going to move up and up. And let's be honest, guys, when we look back, like, let's look at, for instance, all the way back to 2010, okay? And you look at Heart Gold and Soul Silver Undaunted, for instance, okay? Undaunted, you won't find a booster box of it, so there's no point in even looking. And if you do, it's going to be insane money. But one pack, that's right, just one pack of an Undaunted booster pack is going to cost you between 80 to easily 130 to €140 for one pack. Guys, that's absolutely banging. So that'll give you the idea of what's in the 10-year game if you guys stick to it. If you guys stick to that investment for the 10 years, it might seem like a really long time. Trust me, guys. I'm in my mid-30s now. My mid-20s was last week, okay? That's how quick it goes by. So you don't realize these 10 years are just, they're gone, and that's it. Like, so it sounds like a long time when I'm saying it, 10 years, but realistically, it's not that long a time, guys. And as well as that, you have Heart Gold and Soul Silver Unleashed packs as well, selling for upwards of €120, all the way up to like €160 a pack. So, guys, these are sets that may only be 3 and 4 years old, but we're looking at investments for the future. Let's get rich a few years down the line. It's not going to happen right now, but if we plan for getting rich, we can make it happen in a few years' time. My camera just like froze when I put my hand across like that. That was really weird. I wonder if that'll show up in the video or if it just happened in my mind. Right, let's move on to a set that is actually really, really good. And I actually love it. I have some tins from it still sealed. I think I have a booster box somewhere around sealed as well. If I'm not mistaken, I have. Maybe I don't. I can't remember. No, I have. Definitely. It's up in the attic. That's right. So, anyway, Ultra Prism, guys. Ultra Prism is a great set. I absolutely love Ultra Prism. It's got some really playable cards. Ultra Prism has actually given me my favorite team deck in a long time. I can't remember the name of the team deck, but it's got that Luna, it's a psychic deck with the cool thing and the thing, and yeah, can't remember the names of anything. But anyway, Ultra Prism is really, really good, guys, and at the moment you can still pick it up really cheap. I've found booster boxes going online for in around €140, which is honestly in around retail price. €140 is definitely in around retail price on a booster box. I know usually when I buy my booster boxes, I spend like €120 plus shipping. So that's super duper cheapy. Like that's not expensive at all. So to be able to get Ultra Prism for in around 140, given that it's a set from 2000, is it 18 or 17? It's either 18 or 17. It's either like early in 2018 or late in 2017. Hard to remember. So many sets, I can never remember everything. I wish I could, guys. I really do. I really should write more stuff down. Like, I've wrote a lot, but clearly it wasn't enough. So anyway, Ultra Prism, €140 on the low end, all the way up to €220 on the high end, guys. It's cheap. It's definitely cheap for what it is. You've got some great gold cards in the Ultra Prism set as well, so people are like, I'm telling you, it's gonna go for a lot more money in the future. And if you want a set that you can actually buy below retail, that's right, below retail, because nobody wants it. And why does nobody want it? Because it sucked. It super sucked. Even the look of their Elite Trainer box sucked. Alright? I like Type Null. I think it's a cool look on Pokemon and Silvally. They're cool, alright? But they weren't worth being on the front of an Elite Trainer box, guys. Come on. No wonder nobody wants this. It's not just down to the sucky set. It's down to the sucky... Look, even the colour. It looks like somebody had diarrhea after eating some blue food colouring. That's exactly what it looks like on the front of the box. And I usually don't talk bad about Pokemon box sets in any way, shape or form, because I love all things Pokemon. But that set sucked, guys. Once again, though, I do think it could be one worth actually investing in. For the simple fact that it's going for in around €80 a booster box, which is crazy. To be able to get a booster box for in around €80, that's absolute madness. Like, that's mind-bogglingly mad. Like, €80 for a damn booster box. Come on, guys, that's crazy. I picked that Elite Trainer box up for like €30, which I thought was super cheap. But then to see a booster box for 80, I didn't even know this until I started doing a bit of research for this video to see how cheap I could find things and how expensive, like, where the average was. And to see €80 a booster box, well, I had to get one. Obviously, I got two. But if you guys look, you can also pick them up for 80. And like 80 now, 5 years down the line, when they can't be found anymore and they're really hard to get your hands on, that's when they start going up. So they might be there now, but then die-hard collectors start going, well, you know what, I want to finish my master set of this. So they start going out and buying it then after finishing the sets that they're really looking forward to now. So keep that in mind, guys, and it will definitely go up in value from the measly €80 that it is. In saying that, even on the high end, I could find it for in around €120 to €130, which is still in around or under retail. And that is like just, that's an investment right there, guys. It really is an investment. Now, next is another absolutely great holiday set that I want to talk about. And that holiday set is none other than the one, the only Shining Legends. And Shining Legends... Whoop, I nearly broke my shelf. Shining Legends is absolutely brilliant, guys. Why is Shining Legends brilliant? Because it has Shining Pokemon in it. obviously. You've got Shining Mew, you've got Shining Rayquaza, Shining Lugia, Shining Celebi. There was like great cards everywhere in Shining Legends, but it didn't do well for a few years. It took off very, very slowly. So go back 2 years ago. Shining Legends wasn't really looked for too much. People weren't paying a lot for even the cards from Shining Legends. Go to last year, towards the end of last year more than anything. Shining Legends start absolutely rocketing up in price, and it will continue to rocket up in price because people are realizing, well, that was actually a fantastic set, and a lot of people overlooked it. Yeah, that's right, because a lot of people don't really know Pokemon as well as they think they do. Yeah. None of us do. We're all still learning, guys. And Shining Legends, for a beautiful ETB, you're looking in around 180 to 250 on the high end. That's right, I have seen them selling for €250, but I've also seen them selling as low as 180. And this is all 1 month prior to me recording the video. The prices are all from roughly a month of me recording the video, checking back and trying to find a nice average spot. So 180 being like the low spot, and then you have 120 or 200, excuse me, and then you have in around 220 being on the high spot, which, guys, is actually still pretty good, because I feel like that Elite Trainer box is easily going to get up above €300. I really, really do. So if you can pick one up for in around the 180 mark, pick it up. You're going to come close to doubling your money on it in the next couple of years. I feel you definitely will. As well as that, guys, you can buy the special collections and stuff as well, where you can pick them up for in around 90 to 120. They won't have as many packs. I think you might get like 6 packs in some of the box sets. But still good investments. You've got some cool promos in there, and you've also got a couple of pins. So it's definitely worth buying yourself some Shining Legends if you have the extra cash. It's going to be one that's going to make you money for sure. So, guys, after that we have Burning Shadows. Need I say any more? Burning Shadows was great. It started the hunt for Charizards. Well, it didn't start the hunt. People have been collecting Charizards for years and years. But it started the modern hunt for Charizards. And being able to do that was just fantastic. It was fantastic. Guys, being able to like go out and say, right, I want a Burning Shadows ETB, and just open it, like hoping for that Charizard GX. Like, that's all you wanted, was that beautiful rainbow baby. Not many of us got it. Not many of us got it at all. But, you know, it's out there, and that's the most important thing. Burning Shadows for an elite, or for a booster box, you're looking in around 250 to 350, which is pretty freaking high. Yeah. I bet everybody thought that was going to be a little bit lower. So between 250 to 350 is where they are at the moment. I wouldn't be paying €350 for any booster box that's in the last 5 years. But if you guys can get one in around 250 or lower, I would say buy. I would say 250 is okay, because it's still going to go up in price. It's definitely going to be a money maker in around the 250 mark. I wouldn't be paying 350 for it. That's the high end on them. I couldn't bring myself to do it. I think it's too much for a 2017 set, guys. Alright, after that, Guardians Rising. Guardians Rising is up here. It's underlooked. It's not loved as much as it should be loved. It is a good set, and it is kind of hitting the expensive prices. So Guardians Rising is hitting kind of high prices at the moment. You're looking in around €220 on the low end, €300 on the high end. Personally, I would probably say you could pay up to 280 and still look towards a good profit in the next 2 to 3 years, which is good. That's not so bad at all for a 3-year-old set. That you're going to stop seeing that in like little packs and tins coming up soon. Like you can still buy like a lot of cool box sets and get some cool sets. And I would say Guardians Rising you're not going to be seeing in very many boxes anymore. It's going to be a set that's going to start dying out, as well as Sun and Moon base set, which I have personally had the absolute worst luck pulling from Sun and Moon base set. It's never been a really good set for me. It's a good set, don't get me wrong. I just haven't had the luck with it when I'm opening packs. I really, it's better to just buy for that set for me. It's just unlucky for me. But what is cool is you can find Sun and Moon base set booster boxes for as little as €150. If you look around and do a bit of shopping, guys, you will find them for €150. But at the same time, I have also seen them going for as expensive as €260. That is way too high, guys. Don't pay $260. $200 keep as your max for Sun and Moon base set, because you can find them in around that price. And as I said, I could find them for as little as €150, which would be a fantastic price. That kind of brings us to the end of this video, guys. I hope this video was a little bit informative for everybody, to kind of give you an idea of what sets are priced at the moment per booster box. Can you get some good sets? Are they worth getting? And personally, a lot of them are worth getting at the moment. For that 5-year to 10-year plan, you guys can make some serious cash out of these sets. So that's it for this video, guys. I know it went on kind of long. We went over a lot. And coming up in the next video, what I'm going to be doing is going over XY, all the sets of XY, so you guys know where they should be priced around, and as well as that, whether they will be worth buying or not worth buying. I'm also going to have a look over black and white and some Heart Gold and Soul Silver stuff as well, just to see if we should invest or if the prices are getting a little bit too high on some of that stuff at the moment. So guys, thanks very much for watching. I really enjoyed having you here, at least in spirit, right? So you guys have an absolutely fantastic week ahead of you, and I will see everybody later. Take care. Lots of love from the Big Pop Boy. Bye.